I'm Amy, welcome to my YouTube channel. I post a Premier League preview every single Friday, if I'm not hungover, and if it's not the FA Cup. Apart from that, every single Friday, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. Starting off with West Bromwich Albion versus Arsenal, James Morrison is a doubt for the visit of Arsenal to the Hawthorns after suffering an ankle injury this week, while Matt Phillips looks likely to miss out with a hamstring injury once again. Arsene Wenger has doubts over Kieran Gibbs and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain ahead of the trip to the Hawthorns, but Mohamed Elneny has returned to full training this week following an ankle injury and could come back into the starting squad. Mesut Ozil may be ready to start after playing over an hour last weekend, so he could start alongside Theo Walcott and Alexis Sanchez in the attacking midfield positions. Up next I have Stoke v Chelsea. Glenn Johnson is out due to a shoulder injury, but Brom is fit, having recovered from a knock, which could mean trouble for Chelsea. Jack Butland and Stephen Ireland remain sidelined. Antonio Conte revealed Victor Moses trained well on Friday, having suffered a knock during Monday night's 1-0 win over Manchester United in the FA Cup quarter-final. Moses looks set to be fit for the match at Bet365 Stadium, though the Chelsea boss also stated it is important to check a couple of other situations. If Moses isn't risked, Conte could either use Willian at right wing-back or utilise Cesar Azpilicueta in that position. The next game that I've chosen for you is Sunday's Manchester City v Liverpool game. Pep Guardiola could hand a start to Yaya Toure against Liverpool after the midfielder was an unused substitute in Manchester City's 3-1 defeat to Monaco in the Champions League. He may start in the defensive midfield role in the 4-1-4-1 formation, perhaps behind the first-choice midfield of Raheem Sterling, Kevin De Bruyne, David Silva and Leroy Sané. After sitting out Liverpool's 2-1 win over Burnley on Sunday due to a groin problem, Roberto Firmino returned to training on Wednesday. The Brazilian could be available for the return to the trip to the Etihad to potentially replace Origi as the central striker. Sadio Mane and Felipe Coutinho look set to keep their places elsewhere in the front three. My prediction for this one is going to be a Liverpool win, only because they do actually do very well against the top six. It's just all the rest of the teams that they struggle with. Middlesbrough v Manchester United is the next game that I have for you. After parting company with head coach Aitor Karanka on Thursday, Middlesbrough will be led by caretaker manager Steve Agnew for the home clash against Manchester United. There could well be changes in both personnel and system, though George Friend, Daniel Ayala, Callum Chambers, Bernardo Espinosa and Rudy Gestede are all doubts. Jose Mourinho will be without the suspended Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Ander Herrera for the trip to the Riverside, while Paul Pogba will miss out having sustained a hamstring injury against FC Rostov in the Europa League. Wayne Rooney is still a doubt, having been unable to train over the past week after receiving a kick to his knee, while Anthony Martial is also a concern due to a knock, which has recently prevented him from training. Marcus Rashford looks likely to start up front for United. And lastly I have Tottenham v Southampton. Son Heung-min scored a hat-trick in the same match playing as a lone striker and looks poised to replace Kane, with Christian Eriksen and Dele Alli operating in the central attacking midfield. Claude Puel appears to have no fresh injury concerns ahead of the trip to White Hart Lane. The Southampton manager could consider naming the same side that beat Watford 4-3 last time out, with Cedric Soares, Maya Yoshida, Jack Stevens and Ryan Bertrand starting in defence. So that's it, those are my top 5 picks for this weekend. And if you are doing any accumulators this weekend, then do tweet me your receipts at that Sports Spice using the hashtag Amy'sAccas. I would love to see what you guys have gone for. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again next Friday.